Well, apparently the people out there want more scary stuff. Even though the scary month is over. I mean, who are we kidding? Scary time all the time.
Always a good time for spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one that we have here is called Disturbing Real Footage Recorded in Crawlspace. So this is a little bit different from your regular Mr. Nightmare video because this apparently has real footage in it, which is interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, Mr. Nightmare usually does like a top 3 or sometimes top 5 of scary like instances that are somehow related or can be correlated to one another. Whereas this one's just one thing. And it's a short video. It's only 8 minutes long. So I guess this must be pretty damn good. I mean, Kate was actually asking me before we started this. It's like, oh God, wait, do we have a crawl space in this house? To which my response is, no, not that I know of.
Yeah.
Because
freaked me out a little bit.
Because I'm sorry, but yeah, there is no crawl space.
It's a secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel. Yeah, but yeah, the basically where we're at right now is the lowest point of the house. Like this is basically our personal bat cave.
We actually kind of do have a secret tunnel behind where the TV is.
Yeah, that's right. The false wall that basically goes all the way around, and also sometimes where water used to leak in back before I fixed the drainage pipe.
And where every single time Bilbo escaped,
he goes right back there,
and he comes out with cobwebs on his face.
He's like, this is a small area back here. I like being in small areas.
It's like, Bilbo,
also,
treats.
It's very good for jump scaring people through the wall, I found out.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were back there. We were working. We had heavy-ass stuff that we were lifting back there. And all of a sudden, Nick just... What did you do again?
He said, ooga booga.
You went, ooga
I was
booga.
just on this side of the wall, and I was just like, ooga booga. And they're like, Jesus Christ!
And, yeah.
I was like, I hate you.
From this side, it sounded like, and fuck you.
Oh, I did say fuck you, actually.
Yes. I went, Jesus Christ, fuck you. It's basically
so them,
just
they
like that.
While they were out there, and they're just like, whoa.
Yeah, but thankfully no one was hurt. This was during our last escapade of trying to get that side area cleared up.
Those shelves together.
Yeah.
That's what we were doing.
Yeah.
We hadn't started lifting yet.
Oh, we hadn't? Oh. But needless to say, we've done a lot to try and get this area fixed up and cleaned up and everything.
It still needs a lot of work. But
well, of course.
It's a work in progress.
Well, of
it's
course.
a lot better than it was.
Yes. We can actually walk front. Well, not right now because of another project that's going on. But the
area out there is actually less cluttered than my mom's garage now. So
that's saying something.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Damn.
My mom's a little bit of a garage hoarder.
Yes.
At least she doesn't hoard in the main house, but she does hoard in the garage.
But as they say, there is still work to be done. And thankfully, we don't have to go through a crawl space in order to do some stuff. But you know who has to go through a crawl space? The person who recorded this video.
Close the entrance behind me, and no matter how much I beg and plead, don't open it. Oh, God, Hank, let me out. Open it. Oh, God. He's like, screw this. I'm opening. You had one job.
Dang it, Dale. I'm still sad that his voice actor died before they could make the sequel series. Anyway, here we go.
This video is going to be a little different from my others, in that I'm going to focus on one story instead of 3. Now to begin, everyone knows what a crawl space is, whether you have one or you don't. An unoccupied narrow space within a home between the ground and the first floor, usually in place of a basement and used for storage. Usually the scariest things you'd find in a crawl space would be rodents or giant spider crickets jumping at you.
Oh,
but Jake,
those are spider crickets.
I don't care.
Bigger
Look how many there
much
are.
more disturbing
no.
than any creepy creatures in his crawl
Just a
space.
group of friends.
In a nice area of Firestone, Colorado, Jake owns his own house where his girlfriend lives with him. Jake had met his girlfriend, who remains nameless, at a comedy club in town.
There's also a pretty scary Junji Ito short story.
Oh gosh,
Involves a crawl space.
I know the one you're talking about.
The master support beam story.
Two hit it off
God
and would
dang you,
eventually start to
Junji
date.
Ito. Why?
At some point during this time, she
the
opened up
principal
to him
post,
about
that's
her
what they
old
call it.
abusive ex. She described her ex as a ticking time bomb, how he could at times be very sweet, and that she loved his more gentle side,
So for some
but
reason,
that
we
he
have
could
2 flies on our light up there.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Little bastards.
I see him.
switch to a completely different person just like a flick of a switch. And in this alternate personality of his, he was a very aggressive, scary man who would do things like fight bouncers at bars or punch holes in walls when angry.
Ah, so he was a very, very angry white dude. What's it with white people and punching holes in walls?
Mm-hmm.
Or even sometimes getting physical with her, and he got angry rather easily. Things would become so rocky between the two that eventually she would end things with her ex, but he didn't take that news well. She feared that her ex was stalking her parents' house at late hours of the night because either she or her parents would hear sounds from the backyard, like the gate slamming shut or the backyard shed door closing. Her ex disabled all forms of social media after the breakup, and she became so concerned for her well-being that she decided to move in with her current boyfriend, Jake. Now you may be wondering, what does this have to do with anything? Well, on one regular night that Jake's girlfriend wasn't in the house with him, he was in his living room when he heard noises from in the crawlspace. He moved from his living room to his kitchen and sat at the island for a while, continuing to listen and hearing strange occasional thumping sounds from directly below him. It was at this time that he started to record a video for his Snapchat story, assuming what he was hearing was an animal of some kind, such as a raccoon.
So crazy dude was crawling under their house.
I would say probably so.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
I was gonna say, if I ever hear stuff like that in this house, I am immediately grabbing my shotgun, and I'm very slowly like approaching the area which I heard it, and then I'm investigating, because it's just like the time you heard that bump outside your window and you thought something was outside your window, and I went out there and I checked on it with my shotgun.
I could have swore there was something outside. I
There's
don't know.
Probably a deer, maybe, or something. I don't know.
It sounded like it was hitting the house.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But I went around and I checked, and I had my light. Nothing was there. And then after that, just went back inside. But damn, that was... I've had a few instances in my life where for me, and when I moved out on my own again after I started the channel and I moved into the first place I lived after this, I was upstairs asleep in my bed. I'd only been living in this place for about 2 or 3 days. All of a sudden I hear I was like, what the hell is that? I grabbed my baseball bat, which, by the way, is that same bat that's sitting over there near that door. I keep hearing it every now and again. I keep hearing. I was like, what in the hell is that?
Sounds like the wind blowing a door against something or a shutter against something.
Well, I went downstairs, had my bat, and I opened the door, like, out of my bedroom. I go down the stairs, and I turn around. I'm in my kitchen. I'm looking around, and then I look down into the basement thing where I had this little garage where I could park my car, and it was just a little space. It was a little space saver garage. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I look down there, and then all of a sudden I hear it again. I hear it's just like, I'm like, okay, that was the front door. And then I go straight to the front door. I open the front door. Turns out the latch on the screen door was broken, and the wind kept blowing it open, going. Kept knocking it.
A rhythmic thing like that sounds like the wind's blowing a door that keeps slamming back closed.
It kept blowing it open and hitting the wall, and then the it would always slam against the wall, come right back and slam close against the against the other door, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Well, good thing it wasn't something else.
No, I know, right? But I went out, got a temporary latch, got the, like the eye and the eyelet and the hook, and I put the eyelet in there, put the hook on the door, and no problems after that.
That's good.
It's the tax man.
Hope.
If dude's trying to sneak into their house through the crawl space, he's doing a shit job of being stealthy about it.
I'll tell you the funniest one I've ever heard after this.
That sounds like a door opening and closing.
Oh. Oh my god. Nope.
Oh god. Okay, so for me, the funniest one for me was this elderly couple comes home from a trip that they were on, and the husband, they were standing in the living room. The husband lets a fat fart rip right in the middle of the living room, and then the woman is just like, Earl, for the love of God, and he's just like, my compliments to the chef, honey. All of a sudden, up above them, from the vents up above them, they hear. They're like,
The fuck?
someone had snuck into their house and was hiding in the air conditioning ducts just to rob them. And when they came home early, he went back up there to hide, and he laughed his ass off at the fart joke that the husband told. The cops were called, and he came out, and he was just like, it was a funny ass joke. I couldn't help myself.
What an idiot.
I know, right? Anyway,
You gonna be okay, Kate?
Yeah.
if you need a moment,
I don't know about this shit. Got a freaking pool ladder.
it is a pool ladder.
Yeah. Nope.
Hope you got a gun on you, dude.
Or
Why?
something.
Why? Oh my god. Ain't no fucking way I'm going in
You got a
there.
flashlight, homie?
Apparently not.
Sounds like.
So why are you recording like that? Fucking turn your phone sideways.
Oh my gosh.
What is that? Oh, no.
Whoa.
No.
As he enters his crawl space, he stops recording for a second so that he could take another video with the flash on so that he could navigate the crawl space. The crawl space appears to be mostly empty aside from some boxes that were tucked into one corner. Jake says when he saw these boxes this way, he was confused because he didn't remember leaving them that way.
Hell, no.
Oh no.
Don't do it. Don't go in there. What are you doing?
Oh man.
God dang it.
Oh, you motherfucker. Oh. Holy shit. Like, ah!
Indeed. Oh, indeed. Run.
Yeah, run, motherfucker.
Run. Or crouch,
As Jake
scamper.
walks deeper into the crawl space where the left side expands further down, Jake says he heard a noise in one corner, like pebbles being scraped on the concrete floor. As he heard the noise, he turned to the corner, where he saw the terrifying sight of a hunched-over man dressed in all black, who was hiding in the corner behind a wall, now getting up and approaching Jake. Jake's scream sounded like a legitimate scream from somebody witnessing something as disturbing as an intruder hiding in their crawl space and then basically lunging at them. The video cuts out seconds later, as being that it was a Snapchat video. Once he let go of the record button, the video stopped. At this point, Jake explained that he ran back to the ladder of the crawl space, and as he climbed up, the man grabbed his foot and tried to pull him down. But Jake managed to kick his way out of the grip and slam the crawl space door in his face. Unfortunately, the door to the closet, which contained the crawl space door, didn't have a lock. So Jake's first instinct was to run to the kitchen and grab the biggest knife, then lock himself inside the bathroom. He heard the closet door open and then footsteps come over to the bathroom door, and then the man on the other side of the door try the doorknob. Not knowing what kind of weapons the person might have had, Jake didn't engage the intruder in a fight. Instead, he silently called 911 and kept the line going, and eventually, he heard footsteps quickly leave the house out the front door. Now Jake told the 911 operator about the break-in, and so police came to the house, conducted a quick investigation, and a police report was created for the incident. Jake's girlfriend refused to come to the house after hearing of the incident, because she swore left and right that the man had to be her ex. It's impossible to make out any notable facial features on the man in the video. Jake says he saw that the man was wearing a black mask and his head was covered by a hood, which you can kind of see in the video. Jake also described the man to have a very tall-looking, intimidating stature, despite his hunched-over posture in the crawl space. Jake's girlfriend's ex was a very tall man, and upon watching the video, she swears it looks just like his body. Of course, this is just speculation on her part, and without solid evidence, legally they don't have much of a leg to stand on as far as pressing charges. In the video, though, loud thumping and hammering type sounds could be heard in the beginning. And after investigating, Jake found that the intruder had ripped through some of the insulation of the crawl space and had been hammering at some of the wood in the ceiling of the crawl space, and also some of the pipes. It's unknown why he was doing this. It was also discovered that the key that the couple hides in one of their sheds outside was missing, which already revealed how the intruder got inside, and might insinuate that the man who broke in had his eyes on the house for a while. Jake changed the locks on the door that same day, but his girlfriend has yet to return to that house, worried that it's now being stalked by her crazy ex-boyfriend. Jake has installed the Ring doorbell camera recently, and on several occasions, he's gotten a notification from his Alexa device that there's someone at his front door, but there's never anybody actually there. Not visibly, at least. While there isn't any solid evidence as to who the intruder was, it may be a strong possibility that it is in fact her ex-boyfriend. What started as a guy simply trying to get a funny Snapchat story of what he assumed to be a raccoon in his crawl space turned into something much more horrifying. The start of a nightmare, even. Jake said he would keep me updated on the matter, so if any new information comes up, I'd consider making a follow-up if you guys would be interested.
This is why we have guns in America.
Yeah, that's why I have guns in this house. Look, this I don't mean to come off as like a yeehaw like kind of stupid about it. Like, if someone is going to invade my house, if someone is going to put not just me but the people, my friends, who live in this house in danger, I'm going to stand my ground against them because I don't want anything bad to happen to my friends.
Also the cats.
And the cats, yeah, and Asher. I mean, there's a lot in this house that I value way more than myself, and I've always said this, like, if anyone wants to try, I'm a big dude, and I know how to handle myself. And plus, I got plenty of weapons that I know where they're at, and you don't.
We got the home field advantage.
Yes. And just, I don't mean to... And I'm never one to say, wish a motherfucker would. I'm never going to say that because I don't like violence. I don't like being violent. But if it...
Fuck around and find out.
Yeah. F-A-F-O. Fuck around, find out. I mean, I've always said that, and I've always advocated, people take the more sane route whenever it comes to, like, talking to me or, like, confronting me about something. Take the sane route. Don't pull this kind of shit. Because if you do, you may wind up being removed from the census. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, yeah, so I feel like watching something else, like Spy X Family.
Yeah.
So let's move on from this, because, yeah, this was plenty scary enough. Anyway, this was disturbing real footage recorded in Crawlspace. Hopefully y'all enjoyed, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Till then, I'm Nate.
I'm Kate.
I am Nick.
And y'all be good people. Take care. Peace.